The Chargers at the Steelers is the next game I want to get to.
Mhm.
Matchup that matters. What do we got here, Carmen?
Yeah, I've got the Chargers offensive line versus the Pittsburgh defensive line because
One of us had to
the
say it. One of us had
one
to
of
say
us had to say it. Shocker of shockers. And it's not even from the sense, obviously, of pass blocking, where the Chargers are running the ball at a top 5 clip in the league. And I don't think that surprises,
it. Hmm.
obviously, anybody. They have Jim Harbaugh. And this is exactly what his scheme has been in college. It was what it was when he was in the NFL prior to that. This team needs to run the ball. And that is going to depend on what the offensive line can do and how they can match up against a Pittsburgh defensive line that is really good. And this is Pittsburgh calling card. Pittsburgh's calling card. There we go.
Hmm.
They're a defensive first team, and they have been, and that's why they haven't had a losing season under Mike Tomlin. So, how effective can this offensive line be? Can they still allow for the run game? Can they also keep Justin Herbert clean for those passing situations? Because when Herbert has been kept clean this season, he is 25 of 36, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 11 completions, gaining a first down. So he's excellent. And he's not even the focal point of this offense. But if this Pittsburgh defensive line is able to stop the run a little bit more, then you're going to start to need to throw the ball. And that also depends on the offensive line to keep Justin Herbert clean. So
Yeah.
Steelers 52.2% pass rush win rate, 6th best in the NFL. Leading in pressures, not TJ Watt though. Cam Hayward leading in pressures. Give one up for the old guy who happens to be my age.
Yeah, dude, Cam Hayward's awesome. He's just been such an incredible pro throughout his entire time when he's been with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if anybody's going to continue to succeed to play at that position at an older age, Cam Hayward is one of those guys in the league that you believe can do so.
And you love to see it. He's
so
such a good
excited
guy.
to see.
Good dude.
I am so excited to see TJ Watt versus Joe Walt, because he's gonna get Joe Walt most of the game with TJ Watt rushing from that left side of the defense, right side of the offense. And so, Alt was able to play against Max Crosby very, very well. And I think everybody was very quick to recognize that as a big time win for him. But to get Max Crosby and then TJ Watt for 2 out of the first 3 games of your NFL career, that's one of a hell of a baptism by fire. So
Poor guy.
looking forward to see how he holds up, because he's done well so far, but this will, without question, be his toughest test here. A matchup that matters is just I think it's the Steelers offense versus the Chargers defense, but it's more so about, can the Steelers get some more explosives than what we have seen through the first 2 weeks of the season. Now, I understand Russell Wilson gets hurt, Justin Fields comes in. It was going to be a little bit of all right, let's kind of just see what we could do here. Let's run the ball a little bit. Justin, we don't want you to have to push the ball down the field too far. But Fields looks confident. He really does. I think that he's playing really, really well. I could just blend this in. This is my plus factor as well. Fields, better passing grade, 79 or 72.9. Their rushing game grade right now, 59.0 throughout the first 2 weeks. I think that anytime that people look at Justin Fields, they think he's just a runner. That's not the case this year. Adjusted completion percentage, big time throw rate, turnover worthy play rate, all at career bests right now, 2 weeks in with his time with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And his best throw of the season didn't even count. It was called back. It was that roll out to the right, bomb to George Pickens that was just a beauty. And it just, when I saw that throw, I went, okay, this dude is playing with confidence. I think we can open it up a little bit more here with Justin Fields. But when you look at the Steelers offense overall and some of the lack of explosiveness, 4.8 touchdown percentage when it comes to drives ending in a touchdown, just 1 out of 21, which is 4th worst in the NFL. 6th in total completions of 15 yards or more, or 6th least, I should say, and 3rd least in total completion percentage of 15 yards or more. So this is a team that they're leaving a lot on the bone. Now, they're winning football games, so you don't want to take away with how they're doing it. But from what I saw with Justin Fields, I think you can open it up a little bit with him a little more here in this game. And so I would love to see it. I really would. So that's my matchup that matters. That's my plus factor there. Who is your plus factor here in this game?
Yeah, going along with, obviously, Jim Harbaugh's scheme, it's going to be J.K. Dobbins. And this is a guy that I am so happy for, because so far, knock on all of the wood, he's healthy finally, and he's really he's a guy that I thought had had a case for a breakout candidate, being a breakout candidate this year, just given the scheme that he's in and the fact that he does have Gus Edwards too. So you've got this tandem in the backfield for LA that you can rely on for the workload that they are inevitably going to get under Jim Harbaugh. The Chargers rushing stats, I mean, no surprise here, but they are second in the league in rushing yards, 395 yards, 71 carries, which ranks sixth. They have 2 rushing touchdowns of 10 or more yards, which is tied for first. And they are getting these, we talk about explosive plays. They are getting explosive plays even on the ground. So that's a calling card of this offense. I think J.K. Dobbins is going to have to just be himself against the Steelers defense, which isn't going to be easy. And that's where this game is going to be won or lost.
I think that Justin Herbert's also a big factor in this one, right? Because the ankle injury, didn't miss a snap because of the ankle injury, but he missed practice, I believe, on Wednesday because of it. And so it's just something to monitor, right? I think clearly it's shaping up that he's going to play in this game, but how mobile can he be? It's a good Steelers defensive line, right? That goes into your matchup that matters there. A less mobile Herbert only puts more on the plate of the Chargers offensive line against an already tough task with the Steelers defensive line. So I wanted to mention that because I think that's a factor certainly for this game and how it's going to play out.